Good morning from somewhere in Illinois. I drove as long as I could last night, finally got into a rest stop around 2 a.m. and it is now 6:44 and I'm back on the road. So I have 6-7 hours left of driving today, but I will be there in time to do some midday scouting and gonna do some glassing tonight to start. I think I'm gonna start with an observation hunt. Goal is to just get eyes on something. Gonna work out the kinks in my system and hopefully knock one down and have a cool adventure to share with you guys. Let's get it.
All right, first night here in Nebraska. I'm about to head in. It looks killer. I'm gonna go in, just do a glassing mission tonight, see what we see. Got a feeling we're gonna see something good though. They're gonna follow me along down this fence row. I don't know if that's gonna attract more attention to me or hide me a little better. Man, look at these flies. Alright, so I'm tucked into the cedar here and I'm just gonna sit here and glass till dark. This is a big bedding area surrounded by beans and corn. So far no deer. Got probably an hour and a half of light. But there's this pond down here that I'm expecting deer to get up and go down and drink from. It's like 85, 87 degrees right now. And I'm just trying to identify where these deer are, where they're coming from, so I could potentially make a game plan tomorrow to make a move on something. I don't expect any close action tonight, but I guess you never know. Anything can happen. Stay tuned though.
Day 2 here in Nebraska, and I elected, instead of taking a blind sit, to get up and just drive around glassing first thing this morning. I mean, I still have no clue what these deer are doing. I did just see a doe and a fawn, and I saw a doe and 2 fawns a little bit ago. But that's it. I mean, I've been driving for quite a while now. I was out here right as it cracked light and have not seen much yet. Okay, so I'm back where I glassed last night. It's this piece of CRP with a pond. Before I just waste another night throwing a sit at it or glassing, I'm just gonna scout my way down to the pond, risk blowing out some deer. And I just want to see what tracks are around the pond and kind of go from there, and I also want to see if it's a place where I could even get up in one of the trees, because I think it could be a good option later this week. And even if I blow out something today, hopefully by later in the week the deer would feel comfortable enough to come back.
Kind of walking around the pond here, and there's, I wouldn't say like a ridiculous amount of tracks, but there's a good amount, and not a single set would I say I'm confident that it's a buck. I'm pretty sure I did jump one small deer, it looked like, up here, but for how soft this mud is, like here's a decent track. But that could just be a doe, younger buck. None of these are just screaming giant buck. So I'm gonna get out of here, I think. I'm sweating. Alright, I'm all set. It's night 2 here in Nebraska. I'm not going to talk much because these deer could be bedded anywhere. There's this big river. It's pretty steep, but the bottom is beautiful. Saw some really nice tracks coming in. I'm right on the edge of standing corn and beans, and then on the other side of this river is standing corn. Let's hope for some first sit magic. This is my first time up in a tree here this year.
Alright, I'm not going to film a bunch until I actually get out in the field, but I'm about to head out of here. I'm going to go to a place I scouted yesterday, and I'm going to go to the complete opposite side of where I was at. And what I'm hoping to find is a lot of bur oak, and there's a couple ponds that I think they'll be hitting. So I'm pumped up, hopefully getting some action tonight. It's day 3 here. It's been really slow going, but otherwise I might consider making a move tomorrow just to a different area. Fingers crossed, though, I'd rather just stay put. I'm kind of nice and set up, but I'm not afraid to make a move, so let's get it.
It's night 3 here in Nebraska. I feel a lot more confident about this spot than last night. I'm basically right next to a pond, and there's a bunch of bedding around me and then beans. But there's some pretty good trails all around me, and I was really careful, really quiet getting in here. It's also a pretty good observation that I can see a long ways in a lot of different directions. I'm fired up though. I was getting kind of discouraged, so hopefully my luck changes tonight. I can start making micro adjustments to get it done. It's tough when you don't see deer though. You don't know what adjustments to make. I just saw 2 does, or a doe and a fawn. I just happened to glance up in some really thick stuff. They're on the edge of this hayfield though. They're moving early though. It's only 7:20.
Right, it is day 4 here in Nebraska, and I'm making a big shift. I'm driving all the way to a different part of the state entirely.